Hello fans, it's me, Bob Zolke, Sportsman Z, here with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss the one of the leagues that I'm in, um, the Elmwood Baseball League, the Elmwood Strat-O-Matic Baseball League. The league has been around. Right now, we're in our 21st season. It's been around since 1999. And I thought it might be interesting to go over the league records because the commissioner has kept copious notes on that, and so we have all of the league records for the league dating back to 1999. And might be interesting to see what some of those records are. Since the league has been around over 20 years. So you get. It's not like we're just looking at stats from a league that's been around 5 years, and there's nothing really substantial about it. So anyway, the Elmwood, just to give you a little point of reference, the Elmwood Strat-O-Matic League is a league that's run by the commissioner, and everybody sends in their CM files every week. You can have the game or not have the game, doesn't matter. If you don't have the game, then you just send them instructions for how you want your CM to be set up every week. And if you do have the game, you just make your own CM and then you email it to him. And then he runs the games 1 week at a time throughout the baseball season. Right now we have 8 to 9 games left. It depends on how many games your team has actually played. My team only has 8 games remaining, I think. But he plays at 7 games at a time. The last 2 weeks, he's actually going to break this up. The last 9 games, he's going to do 6 games next week and then 3 after. But usually during the course of the season, it's 7 games at a time. So anyway, that's a little background on the league. And our league right now, I'm going to go over the team records. These are the records for a team for a season. And I'm specifically doing these because my teams have been on 2 of these. The team batting average is held by a team called Endwell, the Endwell Bird Dogs, and they had a 308 batting average for a team. Hits was also the same year, and that was 2001, and they had 1,814 hits. The league record for doubles belongs to the Gas House Gorillas, and that's 412, and that was set in 2009. The triple record goes to Cleveland of 2008, and that was 81. The home run record belongs to the Washington Republics in 2004. That was my team, and that was 339 home runs. We were in Coors Field that year, and I had Javi Lopez at catcher, and I think I might have had Larry Walker on my team. So I had some outfielders, or I had some guys that could hit a lot of home runs, and we were in Coors because I knew my pitching was terrible, and I wanted to see if I could out-hit my pitching, which, by the way, did not work. The RBI record, surprisingly, does not belong to that Washington team. It belongs to the Endwell Bird Dogs of 2001. Again, the same year that they hit 308 and had 1,814 hits, and they had 1,047 RBIs. And then the stolen base record, again, my team, the Grays, the Providence Grays of 2015 stole 311 bases. So that's the hitting records for a team. The pitching records for a team are the Painted Posts of 2016 had a 2.96 earned run average. The wins record is for the New York Knights of 2000, and they had 117. And losses goes to a team called, or at the time was called, Stuart Scott's Evil Eye, and they had 117 losses. And then the strikeout record goes to the Painted Post of 2017 with 1,604 strikeouts. And by the way, that's the commissioner's team, Painted Post. Now we'll move on to some individual records that might be of interest. And this is individual game records by players in a game. Most at bats in a game was 12, and that was 7 guys were tied, and those were obviously extra inning games. Let's see, strikeouts, 6 strikeouts, and that's held by, I won't say the teams, I'll just go down the list of the players. Jason Kubel, Brian Peterson, Ryan Church, Carlos Delgado, Alex Gonzalez, Alex Rodriguez, Bobby Keelty, BJ Upton, Ricky Weeks, and Carlos Gomez. Home runs in a game was 4. Barry Bonds did that twice, not surprisingly, in 2 different seasons, 2000 and 2004. Jim Thome, Todd Helton, Lance Niekro, I don't even remember him, and Adam Dunn and Dan Ugla. Runs scored was Corey Hart in 2012, and he had 6. And RBIs, Manny Ramirez, all these guys had 10. Manny Ramirez, Dimitri Young, and Adam LaRoche. Stolen bases is in a single game is 7, and that's held by Juan Pierre. And I am going to say the team that he belonged to because it was mine, Providence Grays of 2011. So now we go to pitching, and let's see. Outs recorded, we have Trevor Hoffman of Gas House in 2006. I would go down the runs allowed. Well, yeah, runs allowed is Luke Hochevar of Miami in 2012. No hitters. Now, this might be of interest to people because everybody always wants to know, has your league had any no hitters? Well, we've had quite a few. And those were David Wells, Jamie Moyer, Robert Person, Ismael Valdez, Sean Chacon, Jeff Francis, Javier Vasquez, Chris Young, Jared Washburn, Ricky Romero, Josh Colementor, Jason, I'm pretty sure it should be Jeremy Hellickson, Chad Morton, Danny Salazar, Lance McCullers, Jarrell Cotton, Matt Whistler, and Joe Musgrove. So all those guys have pitched no-hitters in our league. Only 2 of them were perfect games, and that was Jeff Francis in 2007 and Jarrell Cotton in 2017. And let's see. Most hits allowed, Jason Jennings in 2003 and Luke Hochevar in 2012. Both allowed 23 hits in a game. Strikeouts for a game is 18, and the players that hold that record are CC Sabathia, Pedro Martinez twice in 2001 and 2002, Randy Johnson, Brandon Webb, Mike Messina, and Clayton Kershaw. And then home runs allowed is 7 in a game, and that's held by Paul Bird, Chae-Shung Bayak, Kirk Reeder, Jason Marquis, Jared Washburn, and Chris Tillman. Individual season records now we'll get into, and individual hitting records for the league. the all-time batting average leader is Nomar Garciaparra, who hit 386 in 2001. The all-time at-bat leader is Ichiro Suzuki in 2004, who had 720. The all-time runs scored leader was Jeff Bagwell in 2000 with 168. The all-time hit leader for a season is Ichiro Suzuki with 245. The doubles leader is Todd Helton with 73 in a season. The triples leader is Sean Figgins, I think he pronounced it, with 27 triples in 2005. And home runs was, not surprisingly, Barry Bonds, and he had 82 back in 2002. And RBIs was also Barry Bonds, 170 in that same season. And walks was Barry Bonds in 2003, the following year, with 168. And the all-time hitting streak was broke DiMaggio's actual hitting streak. It was 65 in our league, 65-game hitting streak by David Wright, and that was in 2008. So that's kind of wacky, because whether you're talking about Strat-O-Matic or you're talking about real life, it's odd that somebody would be able to get a hit in anywhere close to 60 consecutive games, or 65 or 61 or whatever. On base percentage, not surprisingly, Barry Bonds, 521. And errors for a season was 49, held by Rob Makowiak. The individual pitching records for a season: wins was 29 by Kevin Millwood in 2000. Losses was 27 by Jeff Facero in 1999. Winning percentage was Jeff D'Amico, 875 in 2001. ERA was 165 by Jose Fernandez in 2014, so he didn't break the all-time single-season ERA record, which I believe is Bob Gibson's at 112. Saves was Billy Wagner with 48 in 2000. Complete games, Clayton Kershaw had 21 in 2017. Shutouts was Matt Harvey in 2014 with 7, and Clayton Kershaw in 2015 with 7. Home runs allowed, 65, Bartolo Colon in 2005. Man, that's a lot. Chan Ho Park with 173 walks in 2001. Strikeouts was 341 by Kerry Wood and Chris Sale in 2004 for Wood and 2017 for Sale. And opponent's batting average was a 158 batting average by Jose Fernandez in 2002. So I hope you found that interesting in comparison to like the real baseball stats. This is ours, and like I said, 20 years, it's kind of substantial to have gone 20 years. So you know that these records are kind of standing the test of time. Remains to be seen, and I'll update every once in a while, every couple of years I'll update them just to see if we've broken any of our records. So what do you guys think of those records? Do you think, are there any on this list, either team records or individual, that you think aren't going to be beaten? Like my team home run record, 339, or even my team stolen base record, 311. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear what you think. And also, I want to point out, and I don't know if you caught on to this, but this is a low-tech channel. I can't make things go across the screen and all that good stuff. Maybe someday in the future. But anyway, here's how to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. Twitter, it's at StratFanatic. We're at number 4 Strat-O-Matic, and on Instagram it's just like this, kind of like this channel, Sportsman Z, except that Sportsman is just one word. So that's how to follow me on Instagram or Twitter. And don't forget, we got the contest for the giveaway of the 1973 Strat set. The winner is going to be determined after Labor Day, the day after Labor Day. Whoever has the of all the subscribers, I'll do a random picking of who will be the winner of that, and I'll announce that in a video as well. So don't forget about that. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe for a chance to win that set. And and other than that, that's it for right now. Probably be the only video today because I'm going into Baltimore. So that's it for Sportsman Z. Bob Zolke signing off.